Listen, if you guys want to build a great brand, great business, you don't need the perfect business plan. You don't need an exceptionally high IQ, and you don't have to be special. You need aggressive consistency and dedication to your craft. That means that you have to have the ability to keep showing up when people aren't clapping for you, keep showing up when your friends doubt you, when your family doubts you, when people aren't buying your product, when people aren't following your social media accounts. You keep showing up and you keep doing the work. Because building a brand is not easy. Brands are not built overnight. Brands are built over time. You got to look at building a brand kind of like building an empire. Empires are built over time. You need structure, you need a foundation, you need systems, and you need good people around you to help you when things get difficult. That's how brands operate. That's how you got to look at it. And that's how your business should operate as well. Because when you're building a brand, or you're building up your business, you're going to face obstacles and challenges. It's going to happen. So, what happens a lot for some people is they see the obstacle or the challenge and they look at it as a problem. And when they can't figure out the problem, they quit and they give up and they go try something else. They try a new hustle, they try a new product, they try a new service. What winners do is they look at the obstacles as opportunities to keep getting better and to develop more skills and to improve on their craft. So they're looking at obstacles as an opportunity. So if you can shift your mind to accepting that these problems are going to come your way and they're going to only actually make you better, it's going to make you a better business person, it's going to make you a better entrepreneur, it's going to make your brand last longer. These are all kind of positives, but they feel like negatives in the moment. So you're going to have to just focus on what you can control, because you can't control the government, you can't control the weather, you can't control the marketplace. What was hot last year could be out this year or next year. So you got to be able to switch it up, change, and grow. That's the whole point of starting a business, is that it's going to grow into something that you can be proud of. It's going to be something that you can pass down to somebody else years later when you may have a different mindset of pursuing a different goal or pursuing a different career. But that brand could still be there. That brand can still give value to the world. That brand can still give value to the marketplace. A lot of people focus on the external things. How many followers am I going to get? How much money am I going to make? It's all about the internal. Who you are is going to depend on how your business grows. If you grow as a person, your business will grow. If you grow as a person, your brand will grow. This is why you see really successful people, when they try something else and try something different, they're successful at that too, because they built the foundation. They built good habits. They have good discipline and dedication to understand that to be good at something, it takes time. I'm going to give you a story. So I was watching YouTube last week, and I saw this clip of a basketball player named Chris Paul. Chris Paul is probably one of the greatest point guards ever. I got him in my top 10 point guards of all time. He was talking about his son. His son was getting to the age where he was playing basketball and he was struggling with his three-point shot. So he goes to his dad. His dad played in the league. His dad still plays in the league. He's like, hey, Dad, I'm struggling with my three-point. I'm losing my confidence. What should I do? And his dad told him something very simple, something very basic, but yet it was brilliant. He says, hey, reps remove doubt. He said, reps remove doubt. And that goes back to the earlier point I was making about aggressive consistency. When you struggle at something, you shouldn't run away from it. You should attack it. You should look to improve on it by doing it more. So if you're struggling with your free throws or you're struggling with your three-point shot, you got to get more reps up. You got to get more shots up. That's how you get better. That's how you turn your weakness into a strength. And you could do that with your business. Maybe it's your social media. Maybe you're only posting once or twice a week and you know that you should be posting more. Maybe it's your customer service. You check your emails every couple of days, knowing you should be checking it every day, or at least set aside a time where you put a block of time where you can check your emails. Hey, I'm going to check my emails at lunchtime, at noon, every day. I'm going to be consistent at noon every day. And so you don't miss anything. Nothing slips past you. Nothing slips by you. These are just small little habits that you can use to help level up your brand and level up your business, because there's going to be so many distractions in life. And distractions are what throw people off and what hold people back. because they start thinking about, well, what if this doesn't work, or what if that doesn't work, instead of focusing on what they can control. Self-doubt kills so many dreams because they talk themselves out of the dream. The dream is to be who you want to be, live the life that you want to live, but understand that everybody is not going to support you when you're doing it, especially at first, because it doesn't look flying cool when you're struggling, when you don't have a lot of customers, when you don't have a lot of followers. People are like, man, why are you doing that? You should do this, man. You should quit that business and go work over here because they're hiring part-time, or they got some temp jobs. It's like, nah, man, I'm trying to build something where I can get money, or I can change the world 5 years, 10 years from now. But you're looking at it in a moment today that it's not happening right now. And that's why you need to have aggressive consistency in the day-to-day habits that's going to move the needle. It's not about, the logo. It's not necessarily about the website. It's not about the mission statement you put online. It's about the work you're putting in every day. That's really what it is. If you have a mindset that you're going to keep rocking, you're going to keep going, even when you have setbacks, you're going to beat 50-60% of your competition just off that mindset. Because some other people are going to be like, oh, I thought this was going to be easy. I thought I was going to blow up in a year. There are people who are like that. And I made that same mistake too. When I first launched my brand, I thought, man, I have history and I got experience in selling t-shirts. Selling t-shirts on a marketplace and selling them on a brand as a brand are two different things. But I thought, there's a lot of similarities, so it should be easy for me. And I didn't understand that it takes time. You got to build an audience. You got to build a culture. You got to build a following. You got to have people who rock with you, who have the same type of mindset. So when you sell something or you give a service, they believe in you. It doesn't matter how cool your logo is if no one believes in you. If you don't believe in yourself, it doesn't matter. You can have the greatest graphic design squad in the world, but if you're lazy, it ain't gonna happen. If you complain, it ain't gonna happen. So you got to keep going and believe in yourself. You got to have aggressive consistency, no slacking no more. There's a term in defense and football. It's called prevent defense. And prevent defense is when you get a nice, comfortable lead and you think you're winning the game and it's almost over, so you fall back and you let your opposition, your competition get these little first downs, get a little play here, get a little score here, and next thing you know, you was up 3-4 touchdowns. Now they cut that in half in a couple of drives, and now like, oh shit, man, we back in the game. They about to make a comeback. That's how it is for business sometimes. You be having a business and things are working and things are going great, and you got this nice, comfortable lead, and you're feeling comfortable, so you playing prevent. The other team, your competition, they're like, damn, we down, we losing. We gotta pick up the pace. You gotta keep that mentality. That's the mentality. It's a 2-minute drive. You down a couple scores, and you got to get in the end zone. That's the momentum you need to be moving with. I don't care if your business is doing great. I don't care if everything's working out for you. Sooner or later, there's going to be an obstacle. Sooner or later, there's going to be a challenge. And how are you going to deal with it? Are you going to quit? You going to fold? Nah, you got to go in. You got to double up, triple up. This is how you got to start moving in business, man. It is a difficult marketplace out here. Everybody's working on their side hustles. Everybody's trying to build their own company. A lot of people don't want to work 9-to-5s anymore. And I still have a job. I love my job. I love what I do. I work in the mental health field. I work with first responders and doctors and nurses and teachers. Man, I don't complain about that. I'm getting money regardless, but I'm trying to build something that's going to last, build something that can help the community, build something that can help people who are going through the struggle. I mean, if you're building a brand, man, make it last, make an impact. Just don't do it just because it looks cool. All these people are doing too much stuff just because it looks cool. The cool is when you have something that impacts the world. That is the cool fly shit. Faking on the gram with jewelry and stuff, if that's what you're into, cool. But helping people is actually where it's at. Helping people is how you get remembered and how you build a legacy. So if you're building a brand, you're building a business, stay aggressive, stay consistent. You're going to have days when you make mistakes. You're going to have days when you don't feel like doing it. You're going to have days when the weather's terrible. You're going to have days when people don't believe in you. People are going to hate on you in the comments. People are going to complain about your moves and your movement and what you got going on. That's just a part of the life. That's just part of the game. Real players step up. Real players make it happen. That's the vibe you need to be on. That's the vibe we're going on today. Keep going. Never give up. This is the guy L Train. This is the message for today. I want you guys to stay consistent, stay creative, stay dangerous. If you like this message, hit the like button. If you want to hear more of this type of content, say something in the comments. Subscribe to the vibe. We going live. We doing it every day. This is your guy L Train, man. Peace. We up out of here.